today. My name is Dr. Jonathan. It's nice to meet you. So, it's my understanding today that you've come here with complaints of depression, anxiety, some stress, perhaps? Well, you've come to the right place. Here at my humble abode, I work out of the home. I specialize in these maladies. Insomnia, etc., etc. And I hope that we can be good friends and that I can help you. So, let's go ahead and begin. I've got a very extensive file folder on you. Pardon? Oh. Oh my. Excuse me just one moment, please. Where did I put it? Oh, so forgetful. Oh, it's right here. Been right here all along. Moment, please. Okay. Much better. I'm sorry, sometimes I can be a bit forgetful. Alright, so patient number 4873. Let's take a look, shall we? Okay, let's see here. We were seen at a stress education and intervention service center on September 16th of 2015 for the purpose of an evaluation to determine any additional treatment needs. As a result of your evaluation, it was determined that you were dependent on sleep aids, medications, which places you at a high risk for stress. You had previously been involved in a program to alleviate such problems. You established a support system. That's very good to hear. Client reports he uses online programs as well as local programs, attending 3 to 5 meetings a week. Based on the above, it is my opinion that the client is in need of additional treatment at this time. Okay? So they sent you here, huh? Let's see here. Frequency of lack of sleep 3 to 4 times per week at the age of 18. The age of 19 to 21, 5 times per week. The age of 21 to 22, every night. 22 to 24, increasing daily. I can see things have gotten worse. Okay. Well, at least now we know what the main problem is. Now, before we go any further, I do have to ask your permission to record this session. Now, I've already started the recording, but if you're not comfortable, we can stop now. No problem? Excellent. Well, then, just to make sure that the audio feed is coming through, I'll be wearing these. If I can put them on the right way. Now, I hope that you will be comfortable in discussing this. This video will not leave the facility. It is purely for research purposes only. It won't go anywhere outside of my place. Scout's honor. Okay, so let's begin. First off, before we can continue, I can't start my day without coffee. Now, these little ditties, these are some new additions. Many doctors, psychologists, nurses now utilize electronic devices to take notes rather than relying on paper and pencil, which can be lost or destroyed if you don't have a proper filing system like myself. We now utilize iPads. So, this is mine. It's nothing too special, but it gets the job done. Let's go ahead and boot you up. Password. Okay, excellent. Now, go ahead and pull up my notes here. Okay. I'd like to add a note. Okay, so patient 4873. Okay. Session 1. All right. Now, for the first question. On a scale of 1 to banana, how are you feeling today? Okay. All right. As for me, if I had to choose between the scale of 1 to banana, I'm hungry. I hope you don't mind if I had my breakfast. I was in a bit of a rush this morning. I had to run out and do a few things, so I apologize that you had to wait. Thank you for being so patient. Now, the next question. How would you rate your stress levels today on a scale of 1 to 5? 1 being the lowest and 5 being the highest. Okay, of 3, so moderate stress then. Let's go ahead and put that in. Patient is a 3. Third question. Have you been having depressing thoughts? Feeling depressed, despondent, maybe not wanting to get out of bed in the morning? Has that been an issue for you? Yes, okay. This one is a bit of a personal question, but I ask that you answer honestly. How many times a day do you use a mind-altering substance? Anywhere from alcohol to marijuana. Don't worry, this won't go anywhere outside of the facility. I'm certainly not going to report you. I see. Well, seems like you have everything under control on that, and I'm glad to hear it. Patient does not suffer from addictive personality disorder. Forgive me, I tend to talk to myself. Next question. How long has it been since you've had a good night's sleep? A full night of rest. Okay. So you've been having problems for several years now. Has it gotten any better? No, huh? Are you taking any medications? Over the counter or prescribed? Okay. Okay. Alright. Well, that sounds like basic procedures. Prescription. Okay, let's go ahead and write those down. And you said how many milligrams? What's that? Okay. And that was for the trazodone, correct? All right. And what about for the naproxen? Okay. And you said you were also prescribed sertraline in the past? All right. Now, did you take that with a full stomach, or did that cause you nausea? Yes, that's probably the problem. You see, you didn't read the medication bottle. Sertraline can only be taken on a full stomach, or it will make you feel like vomiting. So let me go ahead. So maybe we'll look into that again. And I would just suggest eating a small snack. Perhaps a banana. Okay. I guess we've got a history of your medications. And who is the doctor that you saw that prescribed this to you? Okay. Okay. One moment, please. I just need to make a quick page. Hold on. Pardon me. Yes, Sylvia. Hi. Dr. Jonathan. Yes, I'm doing fine. How are you? Yes, I just need you to look up a Dr. Zawowski. One of my patients was a client of his. I was prescribed some medications. I just wanted to check and verify that. Yes. Oh, no, they're doing fine. Yes. And how's your family? Wonderful. Well, do tell everyone I said hello. Yes. Yes, absolutely. I'll see you on Sunday. All right, you take care. I apologize. I just needed to do some quick verifications there. Okay, where were we? Medications, right? Yes, medications. Okay. Oh, please pardon the traffic outside. And it's right around the time when many other folks are heading to work. I'm sorry, does the vapor bother you? I didn't even think to ask. No? Oh, wonderful. Yeah, I'm a bit of a smoker. I try not to smoke around the patients. So, this little buddy has been a good friend of mine for the last couple of years. But anyway, enough about that. More about you. Now, tell me about yourself. When did you first start having these sleep deprivation problems? Oh, right around the age you graduated. Now, would you say that's directly related to stress, perhaps, about heading to college, maybe expectations being a little high of you, not sure whether or not you'd be able to manage? Perhaps? Okay. What else might have caused that stress? I see. Okay. So you had a little bit of problem focusing in classes. Now, did you finish college, or no? I'm sorry to hear that, but the good news is you can always reapply. It's never too late for that. I've seen plenty of people, even in the 40s and 50s, who go back to college. So, hope's not lost for you. Go ahead and add that in. And as I said, don't worry, none of this information will leave the office. Alright then. So, since that, the stress has progressively gotten worse. And you say it's gotten harder for you to sleep? Well, that's understandable. Stress can compound over time if not treated properly. And speaking of treatments, I might have a few things I can do for you. We can do a few experiments if you're comfortable with that. And just kind of see what you might be able to use to help sleep at night. Because I know one thing's for sure, I don't function well. If I haven't been sleeping, I'm cranky. I go off easily. And I can just have an all-around bad day. Just be kind of in a fog. So, we're going to try a few treatments here. So, that for now, we can put this over here. Now, before we get started, are you comfortable with physical touching, or... Yes, no, of course not that kind. Come on, get your mind out of the gutter. No, I'm talking about, perhaps a scalp massage, lotion on the skin maybe, a hair massage perhaps. Before we begin that, just need to put a little bit of skin cream on. I certainly don't want my hands to be dry and uncomfortable. If you'd just like to lay your head back down right about here. Okay, thank you. Alright, so I'm going to start off with just a basic scalp massage. And if at any point this gets uncomfortable for you, just let me know, and then we'll stop. Does that help at all? You feeling a little more relaxed, maybe? Good. Let all the worries slip away. No stress. There's no need for any of that. You're in a safe place now. snooze and relax. Think about any of the problems of the world. Just focus on the feeling. And if you fall asleep, that's okay. I won't bill you for that. I know it's been a while since you rested. There's a couch you can certainly sleep on and rest. You still have a good 30 minutes left in the appointment, so if you need to take a cat nap, it's okay. I hope this is feeling good for you, and then it helps you to relax. Does the noise help? The sound of the scratching of your hair. Good. Okay. Alright, well, I hope that was good. Now, before we go any further, first of all, I need to finish my breakfast, and we can just chat a little bit. Okay. So tell me about yourself. Where'd you grow up? Mm-hmm. I've heard that's a very interesting place. What county? County of Milan. Not so interesting a place, I hear. No offense. Oh, how rude of me. Offer you some fresh strawberries? Okay. There you go. Alright. I think I'll have one too. Fresh fruit's always been a favorite. These ones are still a little sour, but not terrible. Balanced diet is incredibly important. Eating a lot of junk, while it is delicious, and I'm guilty of doing it myself, when eating too much of it can leave you feeling pretty cruddy all day. So tell me a little more. Do you have any siblings? Okay. That's a pretty big amount. How many sisters? 4 sisters? And 2 brothers. I'd say you were outnumbered. Can I interest you in another? No? No? More for me. So out of the siblings in your family, where do you rank in age? The oldest. Oh, I know that struggle. Oops. Pardon me. My butterfingers. And yeah, I know the struggle of being the older sibling. They're always looking to you for guidance, and you're the one who had to set the example, huh? Well, I'm sure you did fine. And how about your parents? Mother and father still together? Oh, good. I know divorce can run pretty rampant these days. It's pretty common. It's not uncommon for couples to leave each other after several years. But I'm glad to hear that your mother and father are still together and doing well. Do you have any hobbies? And any sports? Bowling and golf, huh? Not a contact sports kind of guy, huh? Nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Any other hobbies besides that? Any favorite shows? You like to watch Orange is the New Black, huh? How about Friends? You a fan of Friends? Me too. As a matter of fact, being as we're both fans of Friends, I think I have something you might enjoy. Hold on just 1 minute. Okay. Now what I have here is an own personal little collection that I've started. Do you know of the pop figurines? You do? Well, I have here Joey Tribbiani from Friends. Joey is my favorite character. I don't know if it's whether because he's just goofy or spontaneous, or it could be because he really, really likes pizza. But as you can see, he comes with the trademark duck from the series. And it is sporting the classic collared red jacket and jeans. Now, they have figurines for Rachel, Ross, Bonica, Chandler, and Phoebe besides him. So you can get the entire set. At the moment, I only have two. I have Joey, and also Phoebe Buffet, my second favorite character of the series. Just because she's so spontaneous and free-spirited, and just all around funny. Now, my girlfriend is actually a bigger fan of the series than me. I believe she's watched the series in its entirety 10 to 15 times. She has all the DVDs, all the sets. As a matter of fact, for our anniversary, she hinted that she wanted me to buy her the new collection that came out recently. Personally, I don't understand why you need to buy another collection when you have all of the DVDs, but if it makes her happy, alright. So, this is a little collection that I just started recently. I'm a really big fan of the pop figurines, but enough about that. I thought you might enjoy those. It might be something you think about, maybe starting a collection, a new hobby, something to get your mind off of the stress. I know I like to collect things, and it's always neat. It's always a really nice feeling when you finish a collection. At any rate, tell me a little more about yourself. Close friends? A few? Not a very big social circle, huh? Well, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. As a matter of fact, I should probably be writing this down. I have to do a little catching up. Hold on one second. You said you're from Milan. 4 sisters. 2 brothers. Parents not divorced. Hobbies. Bowling. Golf. Okay. Yes? Okay. Okay. Just give me another. Hold on. Let's go. We still have about. I think we still have about 15 minutes. Yes. Yes, tell her I'll be with her shortly. And, tell her to try to stay out of the water cooler. The last time she kind of made a mess. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Alright. Sorry, one of my returning patients suffers from slight mental instability. Thinks she's a fish. Last time she was here, she tried to climb into the water cooler. Ended up knocking the whole thing over, and it just exploded everywhere, all over the place. Undine's a bit of a weirdo. Oh, you pretend you didn't hear that. You didn't hear that name. Seriously, that's that's patient privacy I just violated there. Seriously, just don't say anything. I'll tell you what, if you keep your mouth shut. Hold on. Okay. If you don't say anything about this, would you like a meringue? No? You're not gonna say anything, are you? I could lose my license. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh, gosh. I slip up sometimes. You don't know how stressful that can be. I think I'm gonna have one. You know what? If you're not hungry now, why don't you just take one for the road. There you go. I'm a huge fan of meringues. They go great with milk and coffee. I think it's the texture that I like so much. They just dissolve, melt in your mouth. It's great. Sorry. I'm getting a little too invested in the meringue. My apologies. Is there anything else you'd like to discuss? Like I said, we have about 10-15 minutes before we have to wrap this up. So if there's anything you'd like to discuss. Okay. You just want to chat, huh? Alright. Well, what do you want to chat about, I suppose? Is there anything going on in your day particularly interesting? No? You want me to talk to... You want to know about me? This is new. generally I wouldn't do that, but I suppose since you're covering for my confidentiality break, what do you want to know? How's my day going? Oh, it's going fine. It's going well. There's quite a bit of rain the last couple of days, but it's drying up now. And morel season is here. So I think today, or tomorrow, or Saturday, depending on what's going on, I'm going to go mushroom hunting. I love morels. Got a really nice flavor to them, and you just soak them in salt water for a couple hours to make sure all the bugs are dead, cleaned out. Saute them in butter, and they're fine that way, but you can always add stuff to them. And it's right about that season. It's right about that time. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Do you hunt for morels? No? You never have? Oh, I would recommend it. It's a good time. You can pack a lunch and go with a couple of friends, go hunting. Just go out into nature, enjoy yourselves. And even if you don't find any, you're getting some good exercise in, and that does wonders for you as far as stress goes. Speaking of stress, actually, there was one more thing I meant to do. I have a little something for you. This is a book that I recommend to several patients who come in with your problem. The Best Ever Anxiety Management Techniques, Top 10. So I'll just read the back of the book to you, and maybe I'll just read a little passage. Okay. Do you feel a tightness in your chest and a racing heart anytime you have to speak up for yourself, whether in a large group or small? Does the very idea that others could perceive you as looking uncomfortable or frightened make these symptoms even worse? Do you vigilantly avoid potential panic triggers and always think the worst is bound to happen? If so, you may be one of 40 million Americans who suffers from anxiety. Symptoms run the gamut from mildly embarrassing but tolerable to persistent and debilitating. While feelings of worry, dread, panic, social unease, and general anxiety are common, their impact is insidious, leaving sufferers feeling worn out and often hopeless. This book is your answer. Drawing on fresh insights into the anatomy of the anxious brain, Wehrenberg gets to the biologically based heart of the problem and offers readers practical, effective tips to manage their anxiety on a day-to-day basis. From diaphragmatic breathing and self-talk to mindfulness, muscle relaxation, and plan-to-panic strategies, you can learn to train your brain, conquer your stress and anxiety, and regain control of your life. And this book is by Margaret Wehrenberg. She's a licensed psychologist in private practice and a popular public speaker. She's also the author of Anxious Brain. I have a copy of that somewhere around here somewhere. I'll have to find it. Anyway, let's start off with just chapter 1. How your brain makes you anxious. So this might help you to understand just a little bit about why you're dealing with anxiety and stress and how it happens. Your brain is a complicated network of brain cells called neurons. You have 10 billion neurons, and each of them can connect with 10,000 other neurons. The possibilities for how those cells connect and network are virtually endless. There is more to know about how the brain works than we will learn in our lifetimes. But what we know so far is that every function in your body, every thought you have, every emotion you feel, is the result of activity in the brain. If your brain is dead, then even with healthy organs, nothing will work. And just like you do not feel your best if you have an organ in your body that is malfunctioning, your thoughts and emotions can be troubled unless every part of the brain is working well. Neuroscience researchers have learned so much about the brain in recent years that it is now possible to describe how some parts of the brain contribute to feelings of anxiety. This has made quite a difference to the way those of us in the mental health profession view the treatment of anxiety. Although many techniques we have used for years remain effective, we now know why those techniques work so well, and we know more about when and how to use techniques for your benefit. We also know now that you can at least get relief from anxiety symptoms even before you complete psychotherapy for another problem. Again, remember that you can use your brain to change your brain. The 10 best ever anxiety management techniques are designed to diminish or eliminate the most common problems of anxiety: panic attacks, worrying, and social fears. They take advantage of what we know about how these symptoms are caused by problems in brain functioning. How does your brain communicate? All those 10 billion neurons have to communicate with each other to create your thoughts, behaviors, and emotions, among the other many tasks we are not going to discuss here. So how do they do it? Neurons communicate by sending messages back and forth in the space between brain cells called the synapse. These messengers of the brain are called neurotransmitters. Different messages are carried by different neurotransmitters. I will describe them shortly. Every message needs to be received. How a message is interpreted and how it affects brain function depends on where in the brain the message is received. The meaning of a message being sent is determined by who is reading it. For example, let's say you send an email that communicates your love for a coworker. If you send it to the object of your affections, you may be readily received and induce a feeling of warmth and happiness. But what if you accidentally send it to the person you just broke up with? The same message in the wrong mailbox causes agitation for the heartbroken person who reads it. And what if the boss gets that same note and starts to fret about what you are doing on your work time? Same message, different result, depending on the receiver. And here's a figure. This is a figure of neurons. We have the neuron, the axon terminal, which is the end of the neuron, the synapse, the gap between the cells, right here, the receiving neuron, which is down here, the receptor site, which is this little buddy, this little guy. You can't really see him very well, that little guy right there. So, that's a neuron for you. In a way, this happens with neurotransmitters. Take dopamine, for example. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter that is received in one part of your brain as "I feel good." And not just ho-hum good, but the James Brown version, "I feel good." I knew that I would. But if it is received in the thinking part of your brain, it works more to cause you to pay attention to what is going on. In yet another part of your brain, dopamine helps you have smooth motor functioning. People with Parkinson's disease are losing dopamine. So as you can see, dopamine produces different results depending on where in the brain it is received. How are we looking on time? Let's see here. Well, I think we can... Hold on just one moment. One moment, please. I don't want to cut off your session quite yet. And I think ending can wait. One moment. Sylvia. Hi. Dr. Jonathan again. I apologize for bothering you. She did what? Sylvia, please get her out of the toilet. And tell her that there is a pool just down the street if she really feels the need to go swimming. No, it's fine, actually. That's fine. If you could just detain her for a little bit. Okay, point taken. Yeah, I know she's freakishly strong. Just do something to calm her down. Put some anime on for her or something. I know she likes that stuff. Yeah, I just need like another 15 minutes with the patient. Okay. Oh. She clogged it. Hey, I don't even know how she... Alright, okay. Alright. No, it's fine. Just call the technician, get him down here. Yes, technician, plumber. Yes, Sylvia, I know. It's the same thing. Okay. No, I'm sorry. No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. This is just the third time this has happened. Do we have any tranquilizers left? Oh, okay. Alright. No, just slap some anime on. Something with action. Okay. Alright, wonderful. Alright, thank you so much, Sylvia. Take care. Hey. This is what I get for taking on the basket cases. Not you included. You've been wonderful. Okay. Alright, we'll read a few more pages of this and then we'll just go ahead and call the... And there goes patient 376 again. Never calms down. Okay. Alright. When you learn about dopamine as it relates to anxiety, you will be interested in that first function, pleasure, because it is what helps people feel motivated to overcome anxiety. And when you want to learn how to decrease your reactions to scary incidents, you might want to know how dopamine causes you to pay extra attention when you are very scared. Certain therapy methods help you unlearn scary situations by taking charge of what you pay attention to. Pardon? What? Oh, that? Well, yes, I work out of the home, but I rent several apartments. We have an inpatient program here for some of the more extreme cases. 376? That's classified. I'm sorry, I can't share that information. No, I would ask that you do not go up and try to interact with 376. Thank you. When you leave, just directly out the door, down the stairs, to the bottom floor, and out the back. Yes, that's correct. I'm just saying this for your own good. You do not want anything to do with them. Okay? Alright. Thanks for understanding. Alright. In order for messages to get sent from one neuron to another in the first place, there needs to be enough neurotransmitters available to get the message across. One reason people with anxiety might use medication is to increase the number of neurotransmitters that will help get the message sent. It is also possible that there are problems with transmission. Maybe there are enough neurotransmitters to send the message, but they cannot get one from one neuron to another. One neurotransmitter, called serotonin, gets received in a lot of different places. And if it has trouble getting through, one result is worrying. One of the places in your brain where serotonin is needed is responsible for shifting gears in your thoughts. When you get stuck on a thought, going over and over it, you start to worry. You can use your decision-making ability to overrule worry, thus taking charge of worry on purpose, as I will describe later in the worry management techniques. This tries to make up for the effect of serotonin not getting through to where it is needed. Of course, I will also be discussing how to make sure that serotonin has the best chance of getting through, so worry is less of a problem to begin with. Alternatively, there may be too many messages being sent. Excessive amounts of neurotransmitters may cause you to make a big deal over nothing. It will feel like a big deal, but that is only because the flurry of neurotransmitters is excessive. This happens to people who have too many stress response neurotransmitters. The phrase making a mountain out of a molehill is exactly what your brain may do. Send out too many messages that communicate this is stressful. Your brain and your body will overreact with lots of stress because the extra neurotransmitters make the situation seem urgent. Techniques to help you calm down on purpose will help with this kind of problem. So, I would like to continue our session a little bit longer, but it seems as though we're having some issues with 376. So I'm going to have to ask you to call it a day. Now, don't worry, I will not charge you for the last 10 minutes. And we're going to have to set up an appointment here. So, let me get my thing out here, first of all. All right, and as a general statement, I just need to know, what days work for you? Okay. I'm gonna have to do something about that. And what's a good time? Morning, afternoon, early afternoon? Okay. Okay. Well, what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and write you in for 2 to 3 appointments a month. Or more if you need it. If you need another appointment, just feel free to call me and let me know. And I'll get you penciled in right away if it's really urgent. Okay, and I'm also going to go ahead and I'm going to get you set up with a prescription here. Alright. You said you were on trazodone before? How many milligrams? 25? Alright, well what we're going to do is I'm going to prescribe you trazodone as well, just to try it. And we're going to go ahead and prescribe you 50 milligrams. Now, start off by taking a half of the 25, and if that doesn't work, then take the rest of the 50. Or just take, another quarter of that. Also, I'm going to recommend melatonin. If you don't feel comfortable taking the trazodone, melatonin is a natural ingredient that can help you sleep. A lot of patients complain that it's not quite strong enough, but it may work for you. Okay? Now, I'd recommend change in diet, more fruits, veggies. Definitely get protein in there when you can. Oh, you already... Okay, good. Alright, well then never mind. Let me just go ahead and erase that. I'm sorry, I didn't realize you already did that. I didn't even think to ask. I just assumed. So many people come in here with these ridiculous diets, and it's just what I'm used to. Okay. I'm going to recommend a vitamin B and vitamin C regimen as well. And vitamin B12 is what I would recommend you take to increase your metabolism, give yourself a little bit of boost of energy during the day. So there we go. Alright, and your prescription is sent, so you can pick that up at your local pharmacy. Yeah, you're at CVS, right? Okay, great. I thought so from your file. Alright, well, at any rate, thanks for coming in. I hope it was helpful for you, and what do you say we set the appointment up for about a week and a half from now? Wednesday? At 1 o'clock? Okay. If you have any questions, hold on one moment. Where did I put it? Oh, here we are. If you have any questions, here's my card. Feel free to give me a call. All right, thank you very much. I'll walk you out. Yeah, I know. Yes, yeah. No, don't worry about it. 376 is always causing issues. Come on. All right, well, you take care. Yes, Sylvia? Yes, we're having a problem with 376 again. Yes, he's getting a little bit rambunctious. No, I should be able to handle it on my own. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, we're going to need the strongest ones we've got of the tranquilizers. Mm-hmm. Yes, I recommend that. Yes. Could you send Wallace up too? A little extra help never hurts with this fellow. Mm-hmm. Yep, basic procedures. The restraints, the tranquilizers, everything else. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, no, the new prospect is wonderful. He'll make an excellent addition. Mm-hmm. I think he'd be a great candidate for the sleep tests. Yes, wonderful. Mm-hmm. Oh, no, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. You needn't worry. Yeah, I went through it just fine. The old gimmick. The tie always gets a little too tight around the neck. It's hard to keep it going for long periods of time. Mm-hmm. Yes, I have the S-wing. Yes. No, just leave Undyne in there. She'll be fine. I should be done with this within 30 minutes. Mm-hmm. No, I think Wallace and I will have everything under control just fine. Yeah, it's never failed me yet. Yes. Okay. Send him up. Yes, I won't forget. Okay. All right, send him this way. Thanks, Sylvia. Every day, the same thing. Talk about stress and anxiety. All right, then, Wallace. Well, let's get to work.